Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week commencing the 16th of March. If you would like to book a reading with me, you can do via the link in my bio. It's all donation based. So regardless of what you donate, you will always get a 30-minute reading with me. So we're going to pull some Oracle Art cards out for you and see where your energies are kind of floating around this week. For Gemini, please, Source, for the week commencing the 16th of March. Let's have a look here. Thank you. One more card, and I will pull them. It's funny because they usually flip over. That one hasn't. For Gemini, please, Source. Feel very calm in your energy, Gemini. Yesterday, the fire energies was very like, gotta get a move on, go, go. But you, I feel very calm. I wonder how you're feeling now that Jupiter's gone direct in your sign. Yes, it's Vedic astrology. A lot of people listen to Western tropical. This is sidereal Vedic. I study. It's where the planets are actually positioned. And according to the Vedic planetary positions in the cosmic, Jupiter has gone direct in your sign. So you may be feeling a whiff of good luck, some expansion. Thank you. Gosh, that took a long time. Making your mind up about it. Okay, so the first card, we've got quite a few that came out, but I will take it. The first one we've got here is boundaries. Some of you Geminis need to work on your boundaries, building up a wall, making sure that your boundaries, your walls are a little bit high up. It could be that it's too high, or that you need to build boundaries with people, places, things, situations. You have energy of planning here. So if some of you are traveling or thinking about traveling, this is still saying to you, you need to make sure that you look at each and every detail. Or it could be that you need to plan on how you're going to put your boundaries up with specific and certain people in your life. I know a lot of people see this message and they think, oh my God, grounding again. It's a bit of a tedious message, but it really does benefit us when we go out for walks, we meditate, we sit with nature, we sit in silence, we ground ourselves and make sure that we are working on our root chakra, which is our stability. What makes you happy? What brings you that security and that comfort? We have the helping card, a leg up. Someone is on the way to help you this week, Gemini. Some of you might... I'm getting that some of you don't have the strength to put the boundaries up that's needed towards this individual. Oh, look at that. You have root, your IC, Imam Coli. This is the fourth house, which could be about the mother, or it could be that, again, security, stability, foundations. There's something here about you working on your boundaries, making sure no one oversteps the mark, making sure that you are planning your exit strategy, I'm hearing. But just, again, making sure that the roots are stable, you're grounded, making sure that you're in peace and calm so nobody can rock or unstabilize your foundations, I'm hearing. Some of you may care for your mother, and you're planning that. You're planning, like, how am I supposed to figure out this next chapter in my life? And you may not be happy about that. Very odd messages coming on. Let's get your overall energy. Your overall energy this week is the 5 of Cups, which is a little bit of sadness, a little bit of regret, a little bit of stuck in the past energy, feeling let down, feeling disappointed. But we have the Chariot. And the Chariot in this deck, he moves slowly, but he carries his home on his back. So this is still saying to you, like, whatever disappointments you have felt from in the past, where you felt like people didn't live up to your expectations, you were just disappointed in the way they acted, in the way they behaved, in the way the whole situation turned out, I'm hearing. But this is you knowing that it doesn't matter where you are, in your journey, you can always return back home to yourself. So I think this week for you, Gemini, I haven't got the rest of your cards out, but what I'm feeling is that you need to return back to home. Oh, look, just as I said that, you don't have the courage to put the boundaries up. So someone is coming to help you. The Strength card in reverse came out. And I don't read reversals, but if they come out in reverse, then I will take them. We have the Three of Swords in reverse as well. So there's healing there. So we have the Two of Wands, the Strength, and the Three of Swords. We have the Magician to the Two of Wands. We have the Strength card to the King of Swords. Let's get one more card out for the Three of Swords, and we will clarify with the After Tarot deck. Clarify the Three of Swords for me, please, for Gemini. Just wondering why these. Well, anyway, you're healing. You're getting over something, but it's still causing you a little bit of. We've got two cards there. We've got the King of Cups to the Five of Wands with the Three of Swords. Could be a Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But the Five of Swords kind of tells me you're conflicted about this. That's the planning. That's what the planning energy is. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Temperance card. Can you see that? No, you cannot. Let me show you there. We've got the Temperance card to the Tower, to the Page of Wands. Plans fell apart. You were planning something, something that maybe you were going on a trip, but Source is saying here, just be patient. It's not that it's completely gone awry. Whatever you were planning here, some creative project or creative endeavor or something that you felt quite passionate about, or you still feel passionate about, but this is still saying to you it fell apart for a reason. Archangel Michael is working on this. The Temperance card there is Archangel Michael. So I feel like you've been diverted. This is God's protection. God's redirection is protection. So please be patient in knowing that things will fall into place, but it feels like it was meant to happen. Something didn't go to plan there for you, and it was meant to happen. Okay, so we've got the Two of Wands to the Magician. This is you looking ahead, you're planning. We've got another card here of planning. Five of Wands and Two of Wands is all about planning phases. You're taking baby steps, you're thinking, you're pondering, like, how am I going to create this world that I want to live in? How do I make sure that I'm comfortable? How do I make sure that nothing changes too drastically? How do I make sure that if I put my boundaries up, I'm not left in a deficit? So many things, there's so many questions in your mind, and it could also be Mercury is in retrograde in our sign. I say our because I'm a Gemini rising, so my speech may be blurred throughout this reading, or I may feel like I'm lost for words and I don't know what to say, but it's normal. I'm getting used to it. It's happened all my life. It's just at a phase now where I think I just pre-warn everyone that I come into contact with, like, my words may come out a bit slurred. I may misinterpret what I mean. Please don't take it to heart. I don't mean to. Let's clarify the Two of Wands. What is Gemini planning here, and what's the outcome of the plan? What is the Two of Wands, please, Source? Thank you. You're planning to return to self, like that Chariot. You have the Six of Cups. Something to do with family, very family orientated, or it could just be that you are planning on returning back to self. You're leaving those Five Cups behind, like the first original card that you got. You've got the Five of Cups here. So the disappointment, the sadness, the feeling let down, the regret, the kind of like, what do I do now? But with the Two of Wands, and the Six of Cups, it's a clear message that you are figuring out how to implement and put boundaries up to certain individuals in your life that you've known for a very long time. These Six of Cups is like soul contract energy. So it could be, like I said, family. You're planning, you're thinking, like, how do I not lose my relationship with these individuals, but then also put my boundaries up where I am comfortable, I feel safe, I feel secure, and I want to move forward. So I feel like you're returning to self slowly but surely, because the Chariot does move very, very slowly. Excuse me. So it could be that you are trying to figure out a way in the next coming years. This isn't a quick transit. This isn't a quick transition. This is you very much taking your time with things, but you have the willpower, you have the determination that you cannot go back to the way things were. Things have to move forward. And in order for things to move forward, is you going back to a simpler time where you just listened to yourself, where you prioritized yourself, where you looked after yourself first, where it was, how do I feel? It's like you sitting with it, like that's that grounded energy. Like sit with your emotions for a minute and ask yourself, how does this really make me feel? Not overthinking things, but just in that moment, just allow your emotions to dictate to you how you feel about certain plans when it comes to moving forward. Now, with the Magician there, like whatever it is that you're trying to create or whatever's being created in your life right now, the energy of creation, the energy of manifesting, I feel like because the Four of Cups is here, this is very emotional, by the way, because the Five of Cups in your energy is emotion. So I'm just asking, like, what is this? What is this? Is this an offer? So this is you. Okay. So we've got the Ten of Swords to the Two of Cups. So this is about a relationship, the dynamic of the relationship. Something's shifted, something's changed. It's done. Like one chapter of this relationship is finished, and you're like, I don't think I can accept whatever this individual is offering me because it doesn't fully satisfy me. It's not how I want to create my reality. It's not how I want to create my world. It doesn't align and match up with what it is that I truly want. So again, you're asking yourself, it's nice because you're sitting there in the Four of Cups energy and you're taking time to sit beside the tree, to ground yourself, to really, really think about things. And maybe some of you, you're even consoling the spirits, spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, and you're asking for advice because the tree is a very strong, nurturing, old, soulful energy. Everything has energy. Don't look at me like I'm cuckoo. Everything has energy. So the tree, you're probably, you've been sitting there thinking, I can't do this on my own. And that's where that leg up is. They're saying, yes, beautiful, Sheriffa. Okay, that leg up. So it may not be someone physically coming to help you. It may be your spirit guides, and it may be your ancestors, and it may be the angels and Yeshua that you're asking, like, I need a little bit of help here. What do I do? And I think at some part during this week, you come into realization with that Tower card that was at the bottom of the deck that that's not the reality I want to create. I want something different. I don't want things to be the way they were before. I don't want there to be any more painful situations in my life where I feel backstabbed, I feel betrayed, I feel let down. So the dynamic has changed in this relationship, the Ten of Swords to the Two of Cups. Something has completely shifted within you and maybe with this other individual as well, because you've got the Queen of Cups there with the Knight of Swords and the Justice card. And in this deck, the Knight of Swords is actually slaying. Let me get this down. In this deck, the Knight of Swords is actually slaying his opponent. So he's taking action. He's moving forward. And moving forward, you are investing in your care, in yourself. Queen of Cups, you're being more compassionate to yourself. You're being more gentle with yourself. You're giving yourself grace, time, and the appreciation that you deserve. And you're doing this because this is the right thing for you to do, Gemini. You're like, this is how I want to live my life. This is how I want things to be moving forward. I want things to be balanced. I want things to be reciprocated. I want things to be fair, equal give and take. I just want things to be fair. And by come hell or high water, I am going to achieve that. The Knight of Swords is someone that's very focused, very determined, very progressive as well. They don't stay still in one place. They're very much like, this needs to change and it needs to change now. Now we have the Strength card in reverse, and this is about you saying to me, I'm not strong enough. I don't feel like I have the resilience and the strength to deal with whoever this individual is. Maybe because they're energetically stronger than you, or maybe because we've got the King of Swords here, which is Aquarius energy. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, but I feel like you do see things clearly. If I'm looking at this from your energy, I think you do see things clearly. You're like, I know what I need to do. I'm not second guessing what it is I need to do. I need to have a conversation, because swords are all about the mind. It's all about intellectualizing the way you want something to happen, but you need to be very logical about things. So it's like Saw saying here, you need to look at things from a logical standpoint, not an emotional standpoint. Yes, you may not have the courage yet and the strength to actually spark this conversation up with this individual, but we're going to be there to help you. You have leg up. Don't forget that. You have leg up. So I feel like divine timing is going to be a big part in this week for you, or divine intervention, I should say. Let's clarify the King of Swords. That one wanted to come out. Page of Cups. Be sincere, Gemini. Speak from your heart. Allow your emotions, because that's why I was thinking there's no, because the King of Swords is very logical and he's stern. He has a lot of knowledge and wisdom, but sometimes he can come across as very cutthroat, very sharp, very cold. So the Page of Cups there as advice in how to utilize this energy this week is to be a bit more compassionate, be sincere, speak from the heart. It could be that you are dealing with Five of Cups again. So this, you're not willing to do that because you've already had the conversation with this individual and it was a disappointment. It didn't go far. So you're like, I've already tried that approach. What do I do now? Okay, well, what do they do now? Source, thank you. Now you have the Queen of Swords. And with the Two of Wands, I feel like this is you reinforcing what it is you've said and making your point very clear. And if this person or this individual or the situation doesn't adapt to the fact that you already have a lot on your plate, and just because you make it look easy, just because, and there, I can't talk, it's happening already. Just because you make it look easy doesn't mean that your hands are not full. Just because you have a regimented schedule and you keep to it and it's proven to work doesn't mean that you are not spinning plates. It just means that you make it look very easy. You're walking around doing what it is that you need to do, but mentally, you're like the Queen of Swords. You have to be very, very methodical in the way that you do things, because if you don't do things that way, everything might spin, everything might just fall. So I think you need to communicate that to whoever this person is. This is what Source is saying to you. Like, you need to say, look, I have a routine for a reason. And if you come into the mix or this certain dynamic changes, then I'm afraid all my routine goes out the window. So clarify the Strength card for me, please, for Gemini. Let's clarify the Strength card for you. Oh, so when you decide to have this conversation, you finally slay your dragon, Gemini. You finally put your dragon and your nightmare to bed. It's like it's done, it's finished. And then you decide that you're going to take one of the options out of this. You come out of confusion, you finally make a decision, and you reap your rewards. And then you set yourself free from the devil. Look at that. So this is manipulation. I'm sorry, or delusion. It's manipulation or delusion. Because this is you have been overthinking this. There's something here of like overthinking, constantly thinking. And the devil to the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups in the, this is the After Tarot deck. The Seven of Cups is usually overthinking, a lot of options, delusions, head in the cloud, not being able to concentrate, confusion. The devil is a trickster. He's manipulating. So this individual, you may feel like their energy is strong, and you're right to think that, because there's something quite dark here where they use manipulation to their advantage. They're very good at manipulating their words. Alexa, volume 4. They're very, very good at manipulating their words. And I think what Source is saying here is that you need to finally slay this dragon and put it to bed. Now we've got the Three of Swords here, but it's in reverse, so it's healing. You're healing your heartbreak. You're healing you're mending yourself slowly but surely. You're coming out of the ache and the pain. I feel like it's dulling down. I can definitely see why now you need to put boundaries up. I do not like this. I don't like this combination because it's heavy manipulation energy. I think who else had this? Aries had this, or Leo. One of the fire signs. Let's clarify the Three of Swords, because I've just realised I've been yapping for so long. Three of Swords. Let's clarify the Three of Swords, please, Source. What is the Three of Swords for Gemini? Thank you. We have the Two of Swords. So you're coming out of confusion. You're very much like, I'm not dealing with this. Oh, you're learning. So you're learning in order to heal your heart that some of the battles do not belong to you. The third solution to the Two of Swords is to let other people deal with it. Like whatever this issue is that you're healing from, I feel like you were collateral damage. A lot of the issues that arose around these people, the family, the situation, the dynamic, it wasn't even just you, because I feel like you were good. You were all right. But it's whatever they were dealing with. Maybe it's this conflict. Maybe it's this arguments. Maybe it's this squabbles. Maybe it's this kind of like, I needing to compete for whatever it was. But you begin to see like and through that beginning to learn, you're learning that, and I think again it could be that leg up, because in this deck with the Page of Swords, people are coming to him, like people are coming to his side and by his aid, and they're bringing him information, substantial information that is taking away the confusion. I have to say there's a lot of Swords energy in your reading here, and I'm not surprised. You are an air sign. Let's clarify the King of Cups, because the King of Cups is someone that's very emotionally stable. They regulate their emotions. They're able to take decisions. They're a leader. They're wise. Over the years, they've learned how to care for others and care for themselves, and it comes naturally easy to them. Clarify the King of Cups for me, please, Source. Again, you make it look easy. Like people come to you when they have problems, I'm hearing as well. Like because you know how to navigate your emotions, how to sail and how to steer the ship, they come to you. Yeah, I do like this though, because it shows that you are now in that energy. Like you're healing your heart and you're in the energy of being emotionally mature and responsible as well. So you're deciding, like you're moving forward and allowing, I want to say, this is an odd message I'm getting. Side note, separate to this, if some of you are in business and you're in trade, this is a really, really auspicious time for you. Really good time for you. Three of Wands to the Six of Pentacles is that whatever you've been trying to do internationally, trying to get your point across, your view across, or trying to get a business started, this is a really, really good sign. There's expansion and there's growth there and there's maturity. So you're about to check in, love. You're about to receive your bag. But going back to this energy here, I can see here with the Four of Pentacles, you're releasing that. We've got the Green Reaper there, which is Scorpio energy. So you're realizing that what is meant for me will never pass me by. So you're letting go of resentment, you're expanding, you're growing, you're allowing your ships to come in, and you're I feel like this is the help as well, because in this suit, the wands are very spiritual. It's kind of like a lot of spirit energy that's around, divine, if you like to call it that. And it's like you're releasing the falcon, you're releasing the hunter or the huntress inside of you, and you're like, you can go out and explore now. Like, you don't feel like your emotions are stunted anymore. You don't feel like your emotions are being kept in a box and pushed down. This feels quite liberating and free. And then the Six of Pentacles is you're just, yeah, look at that. So I feel like you've decided, I'm done. I'm finished. I'm letting this go. Whatever this commitment is, whatever this loyalty, this obligation, this rigid way of thinking and feeling, you're done. You're letting it's Ten of Swords. You're letting it go, and you're learning so much throughout this process. This is a learned process. Six of Pentacles, you were only giving to those that truly, well and truly need your assistance, well and truly need your help. Aries had a very, very similar message. But yeah, let's get an Archangel Michael card out for you. For Gemini, please, Source, an Archangel message for my lovely Geminis. That's too many. I just wanted one. Thank you. Thank you. Don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. I absolutely love that message in the end for you, Gemini, because we've seen like this is a huge transitional growth, and you're returning to self. You're planning on like, how can I be myself again? That youthful, playful, joyful child that I remember, that was vivacious, bold, adventurous, filled with optimism and hope for life. And you're not accepting any kind of offer that doesn't align with your new reality. You just don't want it. And I love that for you. You really are coming into yourself. I mean, you're slaying your demons and your dragons, and you're like, I don't know where I'm going, but I know that it can't be the same as it was before. And I love that. I think I'm gonna title the video that. Have a lovely week.